Hey, thank you for calling, people. Thank you for welcome to another episode of the Blunt Truth, where we tell the truth, and we tell the truth, and no matter who hurts it, we do not care about if it hurts your feelings or not. This is gonna be the truth, and the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me and you and everybody else. I am your host, Full Circle 420. Today I got a woman on here who needs no induction and introduction. She been here before, and she's here again. My my sister, your sister, Amazi Tone Deaf. What's up, sister? How you doing?
What's up, bro? Yeah, we gotta work with you on that intro
I know, right?
now.
Yeah, I know, right? You have to excuse me, man. My brain is moving faster than my mouth these days, so I don't know what's going on here. I think it's because this 30-day water fat, this Thursday liquid fast I'm on, I mean, it's making I'm producing too many nerves in my brain, and it's smoking the weed is bringing it together and everything. So my my brain is moving faster than my mouth these days, so I have to slow it down real quick. I think it's because the last time I smoked weed, that was straight sativa though. That was not there was no indica in there, and no one I couldn't sleep every time I smoked that shit. All right. Oh, by the way, the topic is we're gonna just chop it up today, man. Chop it up. You know what I'm saying? This podcast is better without pesky topics. We just gonna chop it up there. Just chop it up though, you know what I'm saying? And we was just talking about how, we was actually just talking about before we push our record on here. We was talking about how it was um we was talking about the advantages and the disadvantages of living by yourself or with a roommate or your significant other though, you know what I'm saying? So what was that you said what was that you said again, man? What's that you said in Amazi?
What part of it?
The part of about how it is like the four part of living with other people.
Mm, well, everybody automatically knows what is the negative parts about living with people.
Right.
You don't have privacy. You got to deal with other people's bullshit. You got to smell other people. You got to eat with other people. You got to hear other people. You got to deal with what they like and what they don't like and all of that. So
Mm,
yeah, I mean, of course, there's a negative to it, right?
right.
But what happens like when you live with people and instead of it being such a negative situation, it's more of a positive situation where you kind of just work well together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I don't think it's not possible. I mean, like as for myself, where I'm living in harmony,
Mm,
I live with family, but my family they don't stop either. None of us stops each other from being whole who we are. You know what I mean?
right.
And we just do what we do, say what we say, but we get everything done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it works. It can work, and I feel like by looking at the different standpoints on living with people,
Mm.
being by yourself, it there's a certain beauty to solitude if you know what is solitude.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh yeah.
know what I'm saying? And it's not, you can never see that beauty when there's someone else around. Um, but the way I look at it, I think it has to do with time periods, like for a person, depending on what they're going through at the time. A
Hmm.
lot of times, people stay by themselves all the time simply because of the fact that they never went in and did the work.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's why you have people that are by themselves. I'm not saying that everybody here on this planet is going to have a soulmate
Right.
or saying that, there's going to come a time where we have that perfect counterpart to us. No, I'm not saying that.
Right.
And there are people that will not connect in that way in a lifetime.
Right.
But it does not mean that you can't have other relationships. You know what
Gotcha.
I'm saying? So, because of that factor, Are you going to do the work that it would take to be able to live in tandem with somebody?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, the way I look at it is the universe is in sync. Everything about the universe is in sync. How we move, how time flows, even hell, how the air blows. No matter what it is, how we breathe in sync. Anything
Right.
that is autonomous that we have nothing to do with making it happen
Right.
is in sync. The
Mm-hmm.
only thing that's out of sync is us. You see what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Exactly.
So, so if it is for us to be able to ascend per se, or get into a position where we find peace, find true peace, like within ourselves and with everything around us.
Right.
To find that is the one thing that I think every single human being really wants. Deep down, you could take away capitalism, alphanism, omeganism. I don't give a damn what you want to call it. You could take all of that out of the picture. And when you take it down, what it boils down to, everybody wants peace. Everybody wants their own variation of peace. Not everybody's variation of peace is the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody wants their peace.
Exactly. And that,
So,
yeah, that's very true. Also, then, well, on the flip side of that, living alone, like for instance, I haven't lived my I started living alone at 38. I'm 40 now. That's 2 years. It's almost three. Though you know what I'm
mhm,
saying. All my life, from the time I was born, well, yeah, for the time I was born, all the way to when I was 37 years old, I always lived everybody though. I had to deal with different people, the personalities, their likes, dislikes, and all this, right? First, it was my mother and my brothers. Then it was my mother again. Then it was when I was in the military. Then it was I was in Job Corps. Then it was back my mom's house. Then it was the boarding house. Then it was another boarding house. Then it was I lived with my wife. Then it was I come down to this. I come down to where I'm at. Went to school there. Had to live with roommates there. Then I moved in with you. And not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm just saying we moved in together. Then me, you, our brother and sister moved together, and then we moved back together, and then we got our own apartments, and that's when I started living by myself. At first, I was, to be honest with you, and I'm gonna be straight up with you. When I first, when I first went in my apartment by myself, I had to look around. I had to look around and look around like my living room, my kitchen, my bedroom, and my bathroom, the closet, the walk-in closet that's in my bathroom. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this and I could hear people talking. I could hear, dogs barking, cats, and all this. But then when I look around, there's nothing there though. You know what I'm saying? That was the first time that I was actually silent by myself in my own domicile, if you my
mm,
own, house, if you my own apartment, house, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? It kind of scared the hell out of me though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just be honest. I mean, no, I'm just gonna be real with you. Living by myself, the first time ever in life, I was actually damn near scared shitless though, man. I was like, if I'm going crazy, will I be crazy? You know what I'm saying? Will I be going crazy if I'm hearing sounds that's not there, or you know what I'm saying, smelling smells that are not there. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Seeing things that outside that's really not there. Am I hallucinating? Is that's what's going on with me? Am I hallucinating? But then after a while, I got used to the sounds of the spirits. I got used to the sounds of the animals. I got used to the sound of hearing people speaking, dogs barking, cats meowing. I got used to that because now you know what I'm saying. I'm by myself, but there's gonna be a time where I'm going to live another person. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
That's going to happen regardless. That's an inevitable consequence, though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But it took me to live. It took me to live by myself to finally get perspective of who I truly am, though. You know what I'm saying? I did not realize I could do half the shit I can do since I never really got the chance to do it when I was younger. At least not the
Mm.
way, not, at least not the way I wanted to, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, gotcha.
I was always, I was always on a mercy on in the mercy of other people's personalities, likes, dislikes, um, their moods and stuff like that. Though you see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And the first
I
time,
got you.
yeah, the first time I was like, man, I'm actually living by myself. It actually had a, I had a peace that I had a peace that was over your apartment though. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I could finally breathe. Like, yes, I finally can walk, walk, walk around like I want to walk around. If I want to take all my clothes on, just walking around just like that, I can do it with no, oh my God, I don't want to see that and all that, all that
Hmm.
jazz though. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, cool. But then after almost 3 years living by myself, I come to the conclusion like, damn, I kind of miss having somebody there with me to do all the cooking and the cleaning.
Really though.
And no, please, I could cook better than half the average women I ever met. And I can, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. I don't need nobody to cook for me. It'd be cool if somebody did. It'd be cool, like, if I had a woman to cook for me, that'd be cool. But I don't need her to do that, especially if I could do it by myself. You know,
Hmm.
it just hits different when a woman, you know, cooks the food, though. You know, it just hits different. You know, I'm just saying.
Well, I would say, in all honesty, having someone else there to do things for you, of course, is nice.
Mm-hmm.
But look at you per se when it came down to your life, particularly. You really hadn't lived by yourself.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? I, as a person, have lived by myself, but it was always short lived. No
Mm-hmm.
matter what, every single time I lived by myself, it was short lived. It was never like years at a time. But in that time that you get to live by yourself, you have nothing else to do but deal with yourself. You know what I'm saying? So having that time is something that I feel like we need in life. And that's what it takes me back to when I was talking about whether or not the people that you see by themselves, have they really healed all of themselves? Do they know themselves? Did they do the work, or have they still been ignoring themselves?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because as people as we are, being a single entity as one, wouldn't you think that being by ourselves as one doesn't fit?
This is true
You get what
because
I'm saying?
yeah, this is true because if you really look at it, everything's in pairs. Like the atom itself is in pairs. You know, but it's in three though. You have the proton, the neutron, and the you have the proton, the neutron, and the
Electron.
electron. That
Electron.
yeah, the positive and negative use the electron to bind them together to work as one.
Mhm.
Atoms, DNA. You know what I'm saying?
Every single thing.
Hell, even this human body is different parts, but it's different parts of doing different things, but it's in one body though. You know what I'm saying? Like
I know.
the heart here, the lungs here, and without the heart, the lungs don't work. Without the lungs, the you won't be able to breathe. Without the mouth, you won't be able to eat. Without the esophagus, you won't
Hmm.
be able to swallow. Man, everything is just working together in sync, though. I get what you're saying, though. So it's not even meant for us to even be home in the first place.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, but we never take that in account.
Hmm.
It's something that we always desire. But it's funny that for the people that actually have it and proven having it,
Mm-hmm.
totally want something different.
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That ain't
I
gonna
get
work.
that, man. Yeah, I get that, man, because it's just I don't know. But like I said, everything happens for a reason, though, man. It was meant for me to live by myself for this time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everything happens. There isn't anything that's under the sun that has not a purpose, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well,
Yeah.
there's certain things I could think of that the exception of the exception of the case though, but yeah, in practical in a general in a general in a general sense that everything does happen for a reason though.
Right.
You know.
Sorry, I had to adjust the camera. It was yeah, it looked weird.
Okay. Nah, but oh yeah, by the way, I was we'll change the subject real quick. I was on it's it fits together though. I was watching on the YouTube. I was working a um YouTube video, right? It was about
Mhm.
what was that about? It was something about couples and how men and women react to each other and all that other jazz. You
Mhm.
know, I came to one conclusion. Everybody, the reason why there's so much conflict between men and women these days, because they're well, they're basically in conflict within themselves, though. You know what I'm saying? And that's mentoring out to somebody else, though. You know,
Right.
when you in self conflict, you're going to have conflict with your opposition, though. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
I mean, it's. I mean, gotcha. And I'm just saying, like you in so much conflict within yourself, you can't since you can't get along with your mirror. I never seen the mirror. I never seen the reflection of the mirror fights with himself though. I never seen that in life. But yet, people with this ass backwards this backward ass mind state they have. You know what I'm saying? You making me think the fly's the predator, and the spider is the prey. You making me think the lion's being chased by the damn gazelles. You making me think that black is white and white is black now. People are ass backwards. Men and women, women and men. Up is down and down is up. Around is around and around and around. All this other shit. The
Well, true.
you know what I'm saying? The scarrow got brains. The Tin Man has a heart. The motherfucking lion got courage. That shit ain't supposed to happen. That's not instinct though. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck you gonna be the smartest man in the world, but you was just born? You ignorant to everything around the world. How the fuck you the smartest man in the world like that? You ain't even grew up yet. But everybody,
Right.
but everybody wants to be the smartest man in the world, but nobody has the ability to be the smartest man in the world, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's true.
So come on, man. Everything's ass backwards these days, man. So we
Well,
have
I
to be.
mean, everybody is trying to get what they can attain.
That's a damn shame, though, man. This shit should be so. This shit should be so easy. The answers are in the back of the book. Why is nobody looking on the back of the book though? Why? Why is nobody looking?
They're not looking at the back of the book because they don't even believe they have the book in the first place.
Mm-mm-mm. And then what's crazy is the answer's right in front of you, but yeah, you choose. You are willing. People are being including sometimes including myself are being willingly ignorant though. You know what I'm saying? You just volunteer not to use your intellect to think about shit logically though. You know what I'm saying? You know how fuck
Oh yeah.
you know how fucked up that is?
I mean, well, I mean, it's simple when you really look at it because how are people going to know what they want if they don't know themselves?
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then there's a lot of people out there who claim they know themselves, but they just don't like themselves. And it's just like, how does that even make sense? How
Hey,
can you be yourself and not like yourself? And if you don't like yourself, then that means that you believe you're someone else.
But then again, also, if you really look at it, if you don't like yourself and you be with yourself on a daily basis, do you know what you basically what you're saying is you have no mind on your own, and everything any thought you even think about having goes within it eats within itself, and that's
Hmm.
you eating yourself. You
Exactly. But this is how we have alter egos.
Wow, that's crazy. But you know what a really so-called alter alter ID is? You know what really that
Hmm.
is? It's basically it's like okay, when people say, well, I like okay, prime example. When people pray, you need like Christian, Jew, whatever, pray and they say they hear the voice of their God, right? Little do they realize. Ask if you ask them one question, the voice of the God that you hear, does it really is it really a different voice, or is it your own voice disguised as somebody else's?
Hmm.
So ask them that question, and they'll say, well, it's a different choice. Are you sure? So because this voice is telling you the so-called right things to do as your so-called God, is really sounding like your subconscious desires.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying that we do have a higher self though. That's I believe that 100%. We do have a
Yeah, but that's
higher
still ourself.
right. Exactly. We do have a higher of our higher selves, which is us. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? That's when we're in the highest vibration. We're in the lowest vibration. We have the lowest of ourselves. There's your heaven and hell right there. Just saying.
Hmm.
So when like you said, how the hell can you not like yourself and you be yourself? You be on
Hmm.
with yourself daily basis.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy though? People who self people who hate themselves is reflected physically. I mean, I do a prime example. You know that dude, whatever his name was, you know the one I keep telling you about?
Hmm.
Dude, guess how old he is?
27.
No, 28.
Hmm.
But here's the thing though. This dude looks a hell of a lot older than we both of us put together.
Hmm.
People think people actually think he's in his 40s or in his mid 40s because that's how old he looks.
Yeah, but he acts like a 12-year-old.
But then again, he has the mind of a 12-year-old too. You also have to understand. His parents were relatives, so you know there's
Hmm.
little
I,
issue,
I won't get into that.
little issues there though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So he's a prime example of those who hate yourself. It reflected on your physical. That's why the mother look. That's why we. That's his thing. That's why we look like what we look like, and certain people look like what they look like. Though you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because it's that that hate, that envy, that jealousy that you have within yourself, but yet project it out towards other people.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's why people are not. People need to first they need to move. Like for instance, how you gonna tell me about how you gonna tell me about me, but you don't know you about you type shit though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm sorry. You want to say something?
I say, yeah, you're right. Yeah, because I mean, but that's what it's like to hold a whole conversation with people these days.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everybody has this fictitious variation of consciousness. And they think just because they are YouTube or IG learn that they're really in a respectable position to even teach anybody. And I'm not saying you got to have a doctorate or something like that,
No.
What I am saying is at least be proven, at least be respected and proven by the very elements you call yourself being in touch with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So why this is why we have so much other things going on in the world. And when people try to converse from that standpoint, it's like, look, I know absolutely nothing, but I'm going to pretend like I do. And
Uh,
at that point, we end up with what we have now today in the society that we live in, which is why something like a purge is going to end up being inevitable simply because of the fact that everybody's going to get fucking tired of everybody.
man, real shit though. Real shit. Because me personally, okay, what generation we're from though. You know what I'm saying? We're
Mhm,
before social media. We're before this FaceTime, Facebook, Instagram. None of this
mhm.
bullshit never existed when we was growing up though. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
We as men, when it comes to women, we had to work on our gift of gab though. We had to work on actually had to approach a woman, you know what I'm saying? Approach a woman, talk to her, get to know her, shit like that, right? And we
Mhm,
grew up like, man, my game is tight. I got that gag though, you know what I'm saying? I got that talk, you know what I'm saying? Little did we
mhm.
realize we didn't have no damn game. Dude, that woman knew damn well what she wanted long before she met you, and you just fit that crier.
You fit the bill
Just fit
criteria.
you just fit the bill of what she wanted. That's all. But women being women, I thank you for this because simple fact of the matter is, you allowed us to make us think we had game. You didn't tell us any. You did not tell us any less. So we thank you for that. So we could have, what I'm saying, we had to keep on our pride. We got to keep our, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had to think, we know, seriously, I kid you, because me and my homeboy talked about this. We was in, Brown. I was a roommate.
Yeah.
We was actually talking about this shit. We was watching the episode of Law and Order SVU, right? I'm a Law and Order fan, straight up. I watched them all though, you know what I'm saying, including the original one back in
Mhm.
1988. So we was watching the episode. He was like, it was about this episode when this one girl got raped by these three women though, right? You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? And I can still can't believe that happened, but that happens, but it does. So I mean,
Mhm. Women get raped by other women. Yep.
you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, that shit's been happening. It's just now more it's not more
Mhm.
just announced though.
Instead
You
of
know what
that
I'm saying?
whole silent no. Girls like to touch each other. Bullshit.
Right, exactly. Nah, it's not been
Playing it
proven
off
that
as it was just something cute.
it's not as proof that women could definitely sexually assault a man. Two, three of them, and it's not an enjoyable experience though. Let me just tell you that shit straight up. So,
Mm,
I, so we was watching the episode, right? And we was getting high as hell, right? And he was like, "Hey man, let me ask you something." I said, "What's up? You ever notice everyone we had sex with, we always have, we think we got game. Let me tell you something. We ain't got no damn game." I was like, "How you figure that, man? Every woman I would talk to, man, I lay my game tight." I was saying this to him, right? And he was like, "Yo, no, you didn't. He don't have. None of us had no damn game. They just allowed us to make us think we had game, but she knew damn well what she's gonna do the first time she saw us." I was like, "Get the fuck." Now I was like,
mhm.
I was about to say, "Get the fuck out of here." But then I thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute. From the time I was
Yep. She already
14,
knew whether or not she was gonna give you some
I
straight
was
up.
like, damn. I was like, okay. I started dating at 14 years old, right? So I'm thinking about every woman I've been with now, every sexual experience I had. Now I'm thinking about, I'm like, wait a minute, what about that time? Wait,
That one time at band camp.
what about that time? Then I was like, wait a minute, there was one girl I was dealing with, you know what I'm saying? And, she let me hit because, you know what I'm saying? and she was at home with her. She was at home, and she didn't want to go where her mother and all the four of her kids got. You know what I'm saying? Went to vacation, and she left the baby there too. Because he was too young to try. And then as I'm talking, I'm like, wait a minute. God damn. And
Yep,
it
she
came
wanted
to
some
it
good.
came to realization like cat, like, wait a minute.
Mhm.
Nobody's just invite you up to the house if they didn't know that she was gonna be the one there in the first place.
Mhm. Yeah, she
We,
already knew she was gonna give you some.
I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
She wanted it anyway. Yeah,
And that's
that's
why
how it goes. That's why I'm like, dudes don't. That's why I said for a dude to be a fuck boy, straight up, it's only because all of these girls are letting him be a fuck boy.
exactly
Let's just be real with it, because you
one
guys are allowing it. These
right,
dudes' game has not changed that much,
right.
dog.
And let me tell you something. If that woman if that woman who keeps allowing him to be a fuckboy says one time, yo, you need to get your shit get your shit together, or you gotta get the fuck out of my life. They'll stop that shit. That, or they'll
Well,
probably, or they,
it's gotta be more than one woman though.
yeah,
And the reason why it's got to be more than one woman because of the fact that she can do that, but he still has other options. Remember, there's more of us than there are of you.
that is. Oh, yeah, that is very true. And you know what? I said that shit too when I was talking to the one, right? I was saying that shit too. I was like, dude, I was like, well, men cheat all the time. I was like, but yeah, but you know what? There's more women that cheat though. Think about it. Of course, there's gonna be more women that cheat than men because 2/3 of the world's women are the 2/3 of the world's population are women. They
Hmm.
women out men 3 to 1. So of course,
Hmm.
women are going to be cheating more because there's more of y'all.
Right. So the numbers are going to show up a little different.
Exactly. Like,
Most definitely.
exactly like like how people used to use that what about black or black crime? Motherfucker, there's never no race or race crime. It's prior it's proximity crime, meaning I want to kill you because you're in the proximity of my area though. You know what I'm saying? You in my area.
Proximity.
Proximity, thank you.
Hmm.
You're in my proximity. So therefore I'm going to do a crime where I'm familiar at. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I would never go to another neighbor. Well, not me, but I would. But you know what I'm saying? A person is not gonna go across the other way and kill those people. Then, I got victims right here. Well, I can rob people here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Proximity.
I mean, look at it from this. But even if you are looking at it from the proximity, I put it this way: if we have a hoe or gigolo, no matter how you want to look at it, whatever, a hoe is a hoe.
All
But if you have a hoe
right.
and then there was nobody buying anything from that hoe, would that hoe still be a hoe?
You mean if nobody's buying from her, but she's still out there
Yeah.
selling it? Yeah, she'll still be a hoe.
But nobody's getting. She's not getting it. Nobody's doing anything to
But
her.
then again, it's not the fact that a hoe is not just a person who has sex for money. A hoe is somebody who put themselves out there for sexual experiences for money, though. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
If you're still doing that, even though
But
you're
doesn't
not,
that make her a solicitor at that point?
actually, yes, it does. That's
It
it.
doesn't
Yeah, well, yeah,
necessarily
you're
make
right.
her a hoe anymore.
Well, yeah, she's no longer a hoe now. She's a solicitor, but
Now, do
nobody's
you
buying
see?
though. Yeah,
Yeah, nobody's buying, but that just makes her a solicitor. I mean, it makes her an ungifted salesperson.
damn. And you know
Am I
what?
wrong?
No, that not only that it makes her a dumbass salesman too, because you mean to tell me you have a product out there, a product that no matter how much you look, people would desire it, but nobody is buying from you though. Well, you
But
a
you
shit.
going too far on the tangent because now you just want to go ahead and ramble on somebody. But
No,
nah, this is not where we're going with it.
no,
The
no, no,
reason
no, no,
why I
no, no,
said,
no.
wait, hold
I'm
on,
no,
hold on,
okay.
wait. The reason why I did that is because you went left field with it.
How did I left
But
field?
I want to bring it back to what my point of saying it in the first place.
No, I was just saying I was using that to I was just bringing that as an added, point though. You know what I'm saying? Just saying because
Oh
here's
no, the reason why I say it is because then we sit there and we start talking negative about people out there in the sex industry, which makes no sense because of the fact that
no, no, no,
higher self and lower self.
no.
What I'm saying is if we continue.
No, no, I was going to even go there. I was just saying she was a shitty salesman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
I get what you said, but no, I wasn't even go that far. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
I get what you're saying though.
but this is what I'm saying is it's taking you out of your element. It's putting you in a different position because of the fact that if men go out there and cheat, then the only reason why men are going out there and cheating is because the women are allowing it.
I'm telling you, if a bunch of like even 1/3 of the population of women say, okay, you know what, we're not gonna accept this shit no more. You gonna stop what the fuck y'all doing? Otherwise, we ain't fucking with you no more like that. I guarantee. Even 1/3 women do that shit will stop and it's dead in its
Hell, if we
tracks.
agreed on a collective that the man who decides to be like that doesn't get no ass from anybody, uh, yeah, y'all ain't gonna have a leg to stand on. You ain't gonna have no choice but to get to know yourself and get past your whole little friend down there that you've been letting guide you from day one. You know
Shit,
what I'm saying?
be like,
At that
man,
point, something's got to change up because you
right?
won't stay in your lower self. That's just not gonna happen.
And you be like, look here, bro. Either you're about to get strong by using both of your hands, or you gotta get your shit together, there, son. You need to
That's
change
what
your
I'm
mind
saying.
now.
Like, yeah.
And
And at that point, it's really only going to be only if the strong survive.
right,
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
And let's do vice versa though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of these women, man, and
But I
like,
mean, if you think about it in the same perspective, the same thing would happen to her too.
she'll be a pariah. She'll be no
Yeah,
good.
because
Yeah,
for a woman to even get in cohorts with another woman, matter of fact, all women to be in sync with all women, she first has to get over her goddamn self.
exactly. Oh,
It's not going to happen.
mm,
So in order for that to even happen, to make the man do it right, she got to correct her first fuck up.
exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying like this is the understanding of the whole game. I'm not even going to stand on it from a single solitary point of view because I am both masculine and feminine. If these fools will wake up, they'd understand that about themselves too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, there's a few women in this world that actually think logically, though. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like it was like some women I actually deal with, man, are not thinking. They don't think with the long game. They only thought short term, though. You know what I'm saying? Why did I buy you this jacket? Well, first of all, that jacket is too expensive and it won't do anything you need it to do. Let me borrow you this jacket. This jacket right here will last a lot longer. It's a lot warmer, and you can use it for any kind of purpose. You want to dress up, wear the jacket. You want to do cavity, you want to do well, dress dress, undressing and stuff like that. You can wear it. If you want to dress as a jacket, you can wear it. You know what I'm
Hmm,
saying? I'm gonna buy something that
right.
actually lasts versus I'm buying the short.
Just anything.
Yeah, does anything. Yeah, it may be expensive. Yeah, it's a nice brand or whatever. But here's the thing though. I may not bought you a so-called brand name car, but guess what? This car, this jacket lasts you lasted for 7 years for your uses though. Versus that will only hold you for 2 years, but it's
Mhm.
more expensive. Does that seem fair to you? I mean, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Though, there's only a few women I've ever met can think logically and
Mhm.
think with the long game. Yeah, I mean, all they need to do is get their mind off that short term and think long term. I'm telling you, the relationship will be beautiful, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. You first got to get over yourself. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the same thing in both lights, both retrospects, which is the reason why a lot of relationships do fail,
Mm-hmm.
and which is why it's taken a lot of people from younger positions to show us that this is what's supposed to happen, simply because of the fact that they understood by the time that they were old enough to understand, most of us was on that whole health kick, so they took it and ran with it. And since
Mm-hmm.
they took it and ran with it, they got to know themselves and their emotions and everything. They learned about it pretty damn early. And so that's how they reflect their relationships. But
Mm-hmm.
everybody get mad when they out here doing some shit that you may not understand, but you just mad about them doing the shit. See what I'm saying? But hey, if you figured out what you wanted to really do, you might be doing some shit that's unrecognizable to other people too. You know what I'm saying?
What did what did old boy from Star Wars say? Palpatine? Yeah, Palpatine. What did he say? The dark side always brings for other parts that other people think are as unnatural. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah.
Dude, we people like us will do shit that may not seem so called normal for the other person, but to me, it's normal for me. You know what I'm saying? But it's
Yeah.
chaos to you, and that's why the woman who played uh, um, the wife of the Adams family, though, you know what I'm saying, Morticia Adams, she said normal is an illusion. What is normal for the
Mm.
spider is chaos to the fly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What's normal for me may be chaos to the next person, vice versa. So how can one say, well, that's not normal? Well, like I said,
Right. Because normalcy still exists is just one big ass excuse to be a bigamist. That is it.
exactly, exactly. I'm like, well, that's not normal. It's not. It's not normal. It's not normal for having 6 foot tall bats neither that don't are not predators neither. But yeah, we have them though. We have them. There's
Right.
actually bats that are damn near 6 feet tall, big as damn humans. Humans. They call them fox. They call them flying foxes because they are so cute and they're harmless though. They're not predators. They basically eat nothing but fruits and vegetables. They're like they just that's their diet: fruits and vegetables and sometimes
But what I'm
nuts.
saying is, how you gonna get a mad at an animal for its diet?
Exactly. No, I mean I
If you
like
decided to be somebody else's food, that's your problem, not his.
right. I'm just saying though. No, I mean those things are cool though. I'm just saying that's not the normal for others, but me, as a matter of fact, bat is actually my favorite animal anyway. That's my spiritual animal anyway. But
Mhm.
so that I mean that's normal for me because I like seeing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I like to see big, huge, 900 pound with 2% body fat gorillas and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I
You
feel
know what I'm saying?
you.
I like seeing shit like that. I like seeing these big ass, huge ass, uh, 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 vegetarian animals, but they big as hell though, like a rhinoceros and a hippo and all them though. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And the elephant.
Yeah.
Don't can't forget about the elephant though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
But the ones that eat meat actually are more savage too.
Yeah, they are.
Those are the more aggressors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. But hell, even the lion has to get away the elephant's way when they walk through, though. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But yeah, so that's normal for me. You know what I'm saying? I like shit like that. I don't like zoos. I can't fucking stand zoos because that defeats the purpose of me traveling to these countries to see these animals that I want to do, though. You know what I'm
Yeah, you want to see them in their natural habitat. Let
saying?
them be who they are. You're not expecting them to be your display case.
And that's exactly why I don't believe in having pets.
Yeah,
I,
I understand. I mean, I have an issue with it too. But I mean, when you come to a real realization and trying to be at harmony with nature, you start to understand that a lot of shit we do as human beings is backwards as fuck. And the reason why we do it is because it's what we've seen other people do.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. That's when I got on my big kick about unlearning everything that I was ever taught. I
mm-hmm,
really wanted to do it simply because of the fact that everything that I was ever taught, whether it was right or wrong, was something that was impregnated into my mind unwillingly.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? So show
exactly.
me what I'm willing to bring into my mind.
Mm,
Feed me anew. Feed me from only my virtues. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Exactly. And another thing too, right? I wish and I wish. But then again, with this conflict of women of what men and women are going through right now, do they not realize they're not only you having conflict with your supposed opposition, you also have a conflict within yourself. You get seriously, if that's your woman, you're having conflict with your mirror image.
Right.
That's your mirror image. Because whatever you pick, that's what you reflect.
Right. Right. And
So,
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
what's going on here? Why are we having conflict? What's going on? Why are you arguing with the very mirror reflection that you have? So basically, you now I see why schizophrenia exists. You keep arguing with your goddamn self, and you expect the problem to be solved.
And it's not going to be solved because you're not looking deep enough in yourself. You're sticking on an ego perspective, and you're just stuck. When
Ooh.
you're stuck in only ego only knows go. So ego don't know how to slow. Ego don't know how to walk. Ego don't know how to take the time. The ego don't know how to go deep. Ego is just ego. It's go. That's all they know. That's like pressing the power button over and over again, expecting it to get more powerful.
Wow. Look at this whole follow CB honey face mask from the bitchy hippie. Remember, you don't have to be bitchy to be hippie. You don't have to be bitchy to be hippie. I need a store snap. And you are absolutely goddamn right. And the church says, goddamn, goddamn, goddamn.
Then
Hallelujah. Praise me. Praise me. And you too.
I was the one to say let's go off drip, huh?
Mm-hmm. See, this is a podcast. This is a podcast right here. We just talking about different, and there's no holding back, no anything like that. Actually, speaking of holding back, when me, and Michael, and Francesca was talking yesterday, right? I almost went so damn. We got high as hell though. We had like 3 blunts and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I almost said some shit. Well, I was talking about religion, right? And I almost went back. I'm already deep in a rabbit hole anyway. But dude, I was about to be beneath hell what I was about to say about what I was about to say.
uh,
I had to stop myself because I got
who gonna
scared.
put you beneath hell? That's what I
No,
want to know. Who gonna put you
no, I'm just saying. I was about to go so deep. I was going to beneath hell, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, that's
there?
how deep I was going to be, and I had to stop myself because I got kind of spooked. I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit,
Yeah.
oh shit, oh shit, oh shit,
Yeah,
oh shit,
yeah,
oh shit.
yeah.
I was like, oh no, 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 I can't say that because I was
Oh,
about to.
forgive me.
I was like, I was about to blow some shit out, though. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dude, I was so deep in it. I said something about I was watching the bike. I was like talking about, you know what? I'm gonna stop myself because I want to go, but I don't know what's gonna happen if I go that deep. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, check this out. Check this out. I'm gonna say it from this perspective. Forgive me because being true to myself is my new life's resolution.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what?
Well, I don't have no revolution.
I didn't have any fucks to begin with.
Mm. That's what it said in my damn chat today, my chart.
What?
Don't worry about the attitudes, this, that, and the other, and shit like that. I'm like, I've been not doing that. I've been doing that, so shit. Like, what the fuck?
Right?
You're not telling me anything new. So I've
But I
been.
really, what I feel like co-star be talking to people's lower selves. They don't know how to talk to the higher self.
Nah, they don't. Nah, they
But it's
don't.
okay.
Cause I'm just like, why you keep concentrating on
Yeah.
that? What about the balance though? Balance. We
Yeah,
need
blank
balance here.
because it's blankly looking at your chart from an astrology point of view, but never looks at the astrology is actually moving and transitioning. They
Right.
only see it as a focal point.
Right. And then let me ask you this though, right? How many times the Earth actually stayed in the same place at the same time? When did it not rotate around the sun though? When did these planets did not rotate around the sun though? You know what I'm saying? Every fucking solar solar system there is though. You know what I'm saying? I never seen that shit before, I was watching these other planets through that powerful you know the tele the thing.
Television,
No, that thing at the observation at the observation with that big huge
telescope.
telescope. Yeah, I see other planets doing that shit, and they still rotating and rotating and rotating and rotating. I never seen a planet stop rotating though, man. Not one
Mm.
planet. So how you gonna tell me that I have to? How you gonna tell me my world stopped this and that? Hey, dude, the world is still
Yeah,
going though.
because yeah, even when they go into retrograde, they are only slowing down. They're not actually
Right.
stepping backwards.
Like,
You
be
know what I'm
like,
saying?
dude, I'm come to the point. I'm coming to the point where I be like, dude, like, say, especially in relationships, if people were, I'm gonna check her phone. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Make sure I'm not being cheating on her.
Yeah,
I'm just
bullshit,
like, I'm
bullshit.
like, man, you know what? Do you don't, man. I really don't give a shit.
Dude, yeah. Are you serious? If you're not serious, I mean,
I
we
mean,
ain't gotta do this. I mean, I'm not
right,
begging you, you know what I mean? It's like we ain't gotta
right.
do this.
We
Like,
could just be
bye.
fuck. We could just be fuck buddies for all I give a fuck.
Right, right.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
we
saying?
can dial it back. You dialed it up in the first place, but we
Right.
can dial it way back.
Yeah, we can stop this any time. I am not obligated to be with you, and you're not obligated to be with me. So if you feel like you want to go out there and do what you do, go ahead. I want to do it too. I want to do it
Do
too.
it, and do it, and do. You know what song has been stuck in my head like a mug that I'm loving it to?
What song is that?
Keith Murray, the most beautifulest thing in this world. Why is that stuck in my head? Because it's like real. I get in you. Fuck that.
Hmm.
You know what
Right,
I'm saying? He
right.
had the mind state. That is real. Like it's either I made the impression or I didn't. But me knowing who I am.
Right.
And
Nobody
I
else can.
respect him for that. I
Right.
respect him for that.
I mean, people like. I was like, people are. This actually a phobia that people are scared of rejection. I don't.
Hmm.
I mean, me personally, that that so-called phobia is right up there with transformations and all this other dumb shit phobias though. It's up there with the bullshit phobias because how you gonna be afraid of something that's natural.
Yeah, but I mean, a phobia is exactly what people are not looking at the rest of the word, and that's fantasy.
Hmm. It's a
And the fact of the matter is, people harbor way too many fantasies that they don't have answers for.
and that's where the phobias come in.
Yeah,
I mean, me personally though, let me
it's
tell you
all
something.
about misinformation. That's what causes fantasies, misinformation.
Hmm. Let me tell you something. Yeah, the worst. What's the worst? Come on, I can say no. Okay,
Right.
okay.
What's wrong with no? You like to say no. Why can't somebody else say it? You know what
No,
I'm saying?
okay.
Like,
You can.
dog.
Okay, thank you. You can-
You know what I'm
But
saying? Like,
you know what's crazy though? When motherfucker tell you no and then you accept it, you're not gonna protest, do anything.
it's
I've done
magical.
no, I've done that one. I've done actually I've done it plenty of times. When I go out, holler at a young lady, she says, well, thank you, but I'm not interested. Okay. And I move on to the next, right? I noticed something that happens when they that women um come when women come to meet a man that actually accepts the rejection and move on and not even think about it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Some women's egos are a little out there, though. You know,
Bruce.
yeah. I'm like, dude, what the you expect me to do? What you expect me to? You expect me to stalk you? You expect me to say, "Oh, come on, man, give me a chance"? No, bitch. No, I don't believe in
But
changing anybody's narrative, and I damn sure want mine being changed either. So what the fuck you expect me to do? Okay, no, bye. Okay, fine. I move on to somebody else. You know what I'm
but
saying?
see, that's why I said treat the ego as your friend, not as your frenemy. Simply
Exactly.
because of the fact that the ego is running shit, but you have to not try to run the ego, but run with the ego.
Exactly.
The point is sync, tandem. And
Mm-hmm.
if you cannot achieve sync and tandem, then you will cease to look like anything human.
Boom. Right there. Boom. And then that's just crazy though. You're you accept people to accept the no, but yet your ego is bruised because I accept it.
Right.
That never did make sense to me, but oh well, you know what I'm saying?
But I mean, it's only a falsality that is placed in between ego and understanding because people don't understand in this world. We don't have anything else but logic and reasoning.
Right.
Logic and reasoning is the standpoint for why we figure and understand what we do. And when our logic and reasoning is challenged, especially at a young age, we are very impressionable. And the
Mm-hmm.
impressions stand for a very long time because we don't know anything other than it. So because of that, we already we're already against the very thing that gives us life, which is ridiculous. It's ridiculous in itself, but we were taught specifically to be that way so that we would be this out of sync, so that we wouldn't be able to fight the coming things that are coming to us.
Mm. Yeah.
So I don't know. We might get censored on this one, bro. I'm gonna just pre-warn you.
Don't give a flying fuck if we do or not. This shit got to come
Because
out though. You know what I'm saying? I remember
yeah,
the last one we did, we get way a little too deep, and I guess that's the reason why I was able to find my shit though. You know what I'm saying? But nah, fuck that. Ain't gonna have it this time, damn it. It is what it is though. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing,
yeah,
there's no copyrights or anything like that. So you know, and this is gonna be
yeah,
monetized. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But yeah. But here's the thing though, man. It's like I said, I'm just getting tired of the conflict though, man. It's getting harder and harder for me to even thinking about even want to speak to a young lady because I cannot for the right for me. I don't have the temperament to I don't have the temperament for people telling me that I'm doing something wrong when I'm doing something that comes naturally.
yeah. I would like to have a network that is not censored.
Mm-hmm.
Just one, like just one network that is not censored, like period. Like you really can say what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, yeah, there are people out there who are gonna say all kind of hurtful things to a person. But if you have nothing that hurts you, it wouldn't be hurtful. You know what I'm saying? So all of that still goes right back down to the understanding of fucking do the inner work.
Right. Oh, oh, exactly. Goddamn, do that motherfucker. Do that shadow work. Do that inner work. You know what I'm saying? Do that shadow work. Work in the shadows. Work in silence. I'm working in the
Ah,
shadows. I'm doing shit in silent. I'm doing shit that you can't see me, but you can only see the shadow of what I'm really doing. But yeah, it's still a shadow to you, but to me, I can see it very clearly of the purpose.
I can now see why I'm needed in these streets, but I can also see why y'all don't want me in these streets.
Mm, exactly. See, and then what's crazy is though, not talk about I do use myself as an example. People go to sleep on me though. Do they not realize if they only knew who I truly fucking am? Ooh, buddy.
Right,
Ooh,
right,
buddy.
right.
Ooh, buddy. See, a lot of people
Yeah.
misconstrue about who I truly am. But if they only knew, but then again, it's not totally their fault because I showed them many. I showed the people I came across in life many times who I truly am, but they thought I was somebody else because that's who they had experiences with. So they basically projecting what the shit other people did back to me, back to them, and that's why they can never get over that hump of bureaucracy.
If you want to project, buy a projector. Back up off me.
Please do, man. I like, dude,
I'm not down with that. I'm not
like,
down with that.
bruh,
Like, nah.
that jealousy shit. I don't do that because number one, you're a grain of sand. I'm a grain of sand. You're a grain of sand. This is a grain of sand. You really think one grain of sand gonna be jealous with the other grain of sand? We have a whole fucking beach. We're a whole goddamn beach,
You ain't got nothing I want.
dude.
I only want what's for me.
Exactly.
If it's for me, it wasn't for you in the first standpoint.
Like I hear it like cases and videos of motherfuckers get jealous of the other person for what they did. Like, dude, that's a human being just like you are. You could have do the same thing. You may have to do it differently, but you could do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
you actually jealous about some shit that somebody else had that was invented by human beings. You gonna let that fuck with you? Come on,
Yep.
come on, man. Let's be real about this shit. All this shit breaks down. I put it like this: if computers and cars and all this other shit was made like with gold and silver, where the fuck we wouldn't there would never be a thing called mechanics. To fix shit though. You know what I'm saying? If that shit was all that though, why is something that's all that needs to be fixed every goddamn time?
Right.
If it was
And if it
really
really was all that, then why was it created by us? And well, hold up, one more thing I just understood. We out here creating, not even knowing that we are creating. And even if we do, we are creating and we know we're creating, it's in a false sense of creation. So therefore we create awkwardly. So no wonder the shit break.
exactly you here's the thing though. It's called beautiful fraud. Beautiful frauds. No, well, beautiful frauds. Yes, that too. Beautiful flaws.
Flaws.
Yeah, flaws.
Flaws.
Yeah,
Mhm.
beautiful flaws. Basically, that's what a new car is. That's what a new house is. That's what a new boat or whatever that's brand new, that's expensive that you buy or sell. It's a beautiful flaw. It looks good, but still flawed. Maybe brand new, but still flawed. One car should as one car should last forever, but still flawed. Mechanics.
Hmm.
Need to change my tires. Need to change my oil. Need to change this, and that, and the other.
Right.
I need to clean my jewelry. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's
Everything
all
is
a
flawed.
flawed. It's all flawed.
We are all flawed. Shit, we are all flawed. I mean, there was nothing deemed perfect about anything that was done in this earth by any standard that we can possibly understand with the minds that we do have.
Right.
But what is perfect, we don't protect.
Because it's
What
already
is perfect, we don't reach for. We reach outwardly for what we find is perfect. We're never knowing that the very thing that makes us who we are, that keeps us from being hollow, was already perfect.
hmm. And that's why people, you know what perfection really is though. It's an illusion of your own. It's an illusion of your own thoughts.
Hmm.
Think about it. People say, "Oh, this is perfect." No, it's not. This is a perfect cake. No, it's not.
It's more like collective seduction.
Pretty much. Pretty much. That's exactly what it is. Pretty much.
It's like
Because
I have to make you fall in love with the idea that I think that I am so that I can be.
right, and that's why we got professions like exotic dancers and porno stars and all that stuff because it's a fantasy. I'm
Mhm.
going to
It's all these
I'm go-
fantasies.
exactly it's a fantasy. I'm gonna give you the fantasy of being with somebody who looks like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you everything that you need. I'm gonna have you fantasize that you thinking that you have everything you need from me, and you're gonna pay me for your fantasies. Now
Yeah,
that's
watch me 3 years later sit there and try and have a relationship with somebody and they asking me about my body count.
right. I'll give you a true answer to my body count because you might be visiting your Jesus to keep if you ask me that fucking question. I tell you my body count. My body count is none of your fucking business. Now leave me alone. If even I'll put it like this, even if a man knows their woman's body count, what's the point? What are you gonna do with that information?
Right,
You can't un they can't unfuck those men though. You know what I'm saying?
right,
What's the point? That'd be like me going to a woman that has two kids. Obviously, I know she didn't have sex with just one. I know she didn't have sex twice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
right.
Maybe not with maybe more than one man. If I say it to her, obviously I know she got kids, so obviously she has a body count because well, those kids ain't coming. Those kids ain't coming like
Right.
a fantasy thing called married, murder, God, where the fuck. But obviously she has a quote unquote body count. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with that? It's not like I can't go back in time and tell them, hey, don't fuck those, but I wouldn't fuck you myself. I won't be the first one. You know, I can't do that shit. There's going to be other people before me.
Right.
So asking a body count is pointless.
But isn't it all chalk it up to experience too? Simply because of the fact that I mean we live in a world where sex is more prevalent than freaking belief in oneself. We live in this society, so why is there even a such thing as a conversation about a body count? I mean, it
Right.
doesn't
What the
matter how many, it matters how good. Am I wrong or am I
Ah. So wait a minute.
right?
Wait a minute. I just thought about something. If women have a so-called high body count, that means other women knew what was really going on, so they may be a good thing.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
got more experience. I mean, hell, she can suck a dick, fuck you, and make biscuits from scratch. Though you know what I'm saying, all at the same time.
But here's the fucked up part about it. A woman who has a high body count is seen as sideways, but a man with a high body count is to be expected.
You know why?
What the
Well,
fuck?
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Why we actually touched on this earlier. Remember, there's more women than there are men. Though you got to understand, though, our natural thing is to procreate, and the normal
If
thing.
y'all don't know, no, no, no. If y'all don't drop that natural thing is to procreate bullshit. If you and your higher self agree with that understanding, then I'm gonna knock your higher self out in the ethers. Okay.
Hell no. I put it like this: when people ask me, do I believe in poly, having poly relationships? I say, or being polygamous or whatever. I say only if it's necessary. If it's not necessary, then there's no point in me doing that. It's not. There's over damn near 8 billion people on this fucking earth right now. Having multiple children by multiple women is not a necessary thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's enough of us. We don't need any more right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, people die every day. Yes, I know that for a fact, but we don't need any more, man. That you know why people die naturally? That's a thin the herd though. You know, because there's too many motherfuckers here in the first place. We don't need any multiple women with multiple kids. We don't need that shit right now. So it's not necessary. So I don't have to do it. Now, if I get a choice of doing that, then if it's like, through consenting women, then
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? I just have to work out a little bit more, but yeah, it's what it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying?
Is that really what you want to do? That's the question.
Nah, not really.
Yeah, because we just had a whole conversation about how you love being alone. So
Exactly. So that was
I
not
was just like,
exactly. So that's so at this
mm,
in this moment that would not work for me at all because I barely want one in my damn apartment. What makes you think I want three and four all in the
that's what
same
I'm
bed?
saying. So that's why I'm like, nah, I don't quite connect, bro. Them
Nah,
dots do not connect.
nah. Only if it's a necessary then, but it's not like I said, it's not necessary, so I don't have to do that shit though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if it becomes if it becomes a necessity, if we have to so happen to bring back the population together, and if I had to be a part of that, then it is what it is. But I don't
Yeah,
think
but
that
we don't need that right now. We do
now
not need that.
that's not gonna happen till long after we leave this motherfucker. At least these bodies.
And the fact of the matter is, I don't think that's gonna have to happen again for maybe I say about another 1,000 years, because the Great Reset is coming.
Yeah, yeah,
So as of now and today, it's a matter of what the thing is. There's a bigger shit happening than our feeble little minds right about now. And
mm-hmm.
for once in our lives, we're being requested to think of more than just about ourselves.
Exactly,
So, um, as
exactly.
it stands, we have a great and many things that are coming to us that people aren't ready to deal with.
Yeah, for real. Like
They're just not ready to deal with it.
just like my higher self yesterday told me I'm going a little too far with that shit
Yeah, because people aren't really ready to deal with it. That's why I was just like, man, we were doing um my dude and I were doing calculations and trying to figure out how many people in the world are really still asleep, and, and how many people are out there feigning consciousness.
now. Right. Like for instance, like I ain't gonna even go there on that one, but like all these so-called um, um constant constant people. You know what I'm saying? I noticed something.
Hmm.
There's like a gatekeeping thing that's going on with them, though, man. That's why me personally I don't even call myself conscious. If that's the case, I've been conscious ever since I was born. If you want to go that,
Yeah, like I've been a freedom fighter since I was
right,
freaking since I could fucking talk, man.
right,
I was
and
over there. I was over there telling everybody that look, y'all Matt over here talking all this junk talking to Kunta, but you gotta understand, man. Kunta did what he had to do, but Kunta, all in all, what y'all said he sold out. He really what he did was he changed the narrative.
right.
But if y'all didn't see that he changed the narrative and you just saw that he sold out, just let you know what kind of dynamic we really are looking
Like for instance,
at.
to, what's that?
Uncle Tom.
Yeah, Uncle Tom's Cabin, right? Everybody they use Uncle Tom as a negative
But
connotation
actually he was a
connotation.
hero.
Yeah, Uncle Tom helped people escape slavery. Uncle Tom taught people how to read and write, so they actually when they read away, they knew what the fuck they was looking at, though. You know what I'm saying? They
Hmm.
knew this was the United States. That is Canada. They knew to go to Canada because there you go, right there. There's Canada. They learned how to read a map, and well, they didn't really know how to learn to do that shit. But he taught them how to read the words on a bike on a map and shit like that. So I don't know why he keep using that character's name as a negative, as in you sold out or something. You may want to start
But
calling. You may.
I mean, think about how long they were freaking out there pushing out Mandingo before the movie even came out.
Oh yeah, that bullshit, man. That was a straight
You know what
bull.
I'm
I
saying?
got pissed off of that movie, man. That's a straight bullshit.
But in actuality, what the movie had absolutely nothing to do with how we were using the word Mandingo in the first place.
Right, right. Mandingo's a tribe, dude. The
Yeah,
Mandinka.
it
It's
was a tribe.
Mandinka. It's the man
Yeah.
like that so-called mohawk that Mr. T had. No, that's not a mohawk. That's not a mohawk. That was the Mandinka tribal hairstyle, though. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So Yeah, they didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. But yeah, I see that movie. I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit? See, I told
Uh-huh.
when I was little, I told motherfuckers that white women was raping black men in slavery, right? Motherfuckers didn't believe me until they saw that
It's
goddamn
like,
movie.
why not?
Huh?
I mean, did anything about Medgar Evers ever teach you anything?
Damn. Not only Mega Evers, Emmett Till. Think about it. A
Yeah.
white woman, a white woman lied and say this little boy, he was like kind of tall for his, but he was only 14 years old. And you a grown ass man say, well, that man, quote unquote, whistle on me. Whistle at me. Like, dude, he wasn't thinking about your ugly, stinky looking ass. Man, get the fuck out of here. You had to lie and say that shit. Like, damn, bitch, you that fucking ugly. Got to lie and say someone whistled at you, and then your retarded ass husband or your retarded ass brother-in-law killed him because of a fucking lie. They both died of a horrible death anyway. So
Hmm.
good riddance to them. So fuck them. And I'm not saying this because they white. I'll say this shit because that's a bogus shit. How would you like it if I? How would you like if a woman lie and say, "Oh, your husband hate me," but no, your husband didn't rape her though. But yeah, they still believe it though. But then they killed you. How would you feel about that one?
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I mean, the world to me has always been one big ass unfair dynamic.
Mm. Like for instance, you remember that one lady? What's her name? Susan Shannon. Where the fuck her name is? She had those two kids, right? And they had those two kids that were missing, right? First, she said a black man came and carjacked them and drove out with her two kids. I'm like, dude, I knew she was lying from the get go. You know why I knew she was fucking lying? Because number one, let's see, two white kids, a black man with two white kids at that time. Hell no, shit. That's a fucking death sentence, and you didn't even have to kill him though. You know what I'm saying? But a black man did it. The same black man in Goodfellas that stole that truck outside that diner. You know, those black guys, that black guy. You know. So I'm just saying, dude, motherfuckers are weird as fuck, and motherfuckers are liars, though, man. Straight up, yo, motherfuckers. There's some you got your people that have no qualms about telling you the truth and shit like that. Then you got those liars, though. You gotta watch out for them motherfuckers, though. They lie unnecessarily.
Hmm. What we call pathological liars.
Like, dude, you can't even trust them if they were telling the truth. If they say the sky's blue, motherfucker, I'll have to look up just to see if you're telling the truth. That's bad, Holmes. And that's an and
Well,
that and that's another reason why there's a bunch of conflict. They're lying to each other, dude. They're lying to each other. Like, don't tell me what you think I want to hear. Tell me what I definitely need to hear. Tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Don't lie to me. You know what I'm saying? But then again, if you really give a fuck about me, you would not lie to me. You lie to people. You lie to people that you don't give a damn about. Like hell, I'll lie to a cop in a minute because I don't give a damn about you being a cop. Your
right.
profession, I don't give a fuck about your profession. You know, so I will lie to you in a fucking instant. And all this integrity shit, that badge don't give you integrity, motherfucker. That's something that you're born with. That's something that you already have. That's inside of you. That fucking badge don't give you shit but a job. So
Hmm.
I'll lie to them in a fucking instant. Though, goddamn it, I don't lie to people I care about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
So
Nah, I mean, a lie and the truth, a lie and the truth, a lie and the truth. I don't. Do you realize that that is even based off of perspective?
no, it's not.
Really?
It's not
So, in what way don't you think it's not
because
based off of
wait, what
perspective?
did you say? Perspective, or did you say perception?
Perspective.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought you said perspective. I thought you
No,
said perception.
perception
Perception.
is, it can be illusions.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
even
That's
in
yeah.
that yeah, but no, and when it comes down to in details, we're talking about your perspective.
Mhm.
Because if you say that the sky is blue, I can sit here and argue with you and say, well, when I looked at the sky, it was orange.
Right. Okay. I
Doesn't
thought
mean I was lying.
right. It just was a different color. It was just a different color. I looked at it though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Maybe it changed. Maybe the sunset changed the color of the sky.
Oh, okay.
Maybe rain turned around and made the sky darker. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
what I'm saying is it has a lot to do with perspective. Like what we know as truth is all still depending. Everything is depending because one thing we have learned from being who we are is
Mhm.
if you wait for something long enough, it will change. Period.
You know what?
Diamonds
Oh,
teach you that.
wow. Crystals teach you that.
That's what I'm saying. Like so many things teach you that.
Oh, you know what? As a matter of fact, butterflies teach you that. Flies teach you that. Bees teach you that. Um, alligators teach you that. Birds teach you that. The dinosaurs taught us that. You know what I'm saying? Change is inevitable. It's going to happen, regardless if you try to stop it or not.
Exactly. So, because of that factor, how can we even stand on a point of a lie and a truth? Do you see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because of the fact that what can be a lie to a one person could be the truth to another.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So, we're talking about circumstances and situations that can easily change something. I mean, think about how many loopholes that the powers that be get.
Exactly.
And all of this stuff was supposed to have been written in stone.
Hmm. What's written in stone can never change, but what's written in paper can't be erased. That's why. Think about this, all right? Because of that, right? If everything was really true that said in the Bible, that Bible should be written in stone, not in paper. There
Hmm.
should have been no pens. There should have been no races. There should be no cross outs. There should be no there should be no way to in damn change the wording of what you're saying though, you know what I'm saying? There should be no there shouldn't be no uh metaphors or none of this shit. It should be straight up black and white, whatever, in stone, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The shit is here in stone. But you transferred from stone to paper, and that's why everything is changed.
Hmm.
You say to me that Jesus is my savior, you save me from all sins, but at the same time, Ezekiel 18:20 says nobody's responsible for anybody else's sin but yourself.
Hence the reason why I watch Black Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Simply because of the fact that, come on, dog, he was human too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying though, he was human too. You
And
get
and
it?
I got another question. Are you sure that Mary was a virgin? Because here's what I think that really happened if it was really true. Mary had an affair.
Don't do it to him. Don't do it to him, T. Don't do it to him. Don't do
I
it.
got to, man. I gotta do it, man. I was stopped yesterday, but
Oh
damn
man,
it,
not the
I gotta
baby in
do
A
it.
minor, dog. Not the
I
baby
gotta
in A
do it,
minor.
man. I gotta do it, man. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Dude, Mary was only 14 years old. Dude, if this was modern day time, you would be a pedophile, my nigga. I mean, think about it, dude. You a grown ass so called God or whatever, and you gonna try to say, "Well, the Holy Spirit got her pregnant." Dude, the Holy Spirit is the feminine spirit. So,
Oh, because she needed to be a virgin. That says a lot about the women at that time, don't it?
mm, mm. But guess what? Here's what I found out about those so called virgins at the time. Those virgins are only vaginal virgins.
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to go deeply on that one, but you
Yeah,
get the
yeah,
gist
no,
of
no,
it.
no, no. Yeah,
But you
there's
get the
different
gist of it.
levels to
Yeah.
virginity. But that this what is the same thing when it comes down to love. Like there's different levels to anything that is fluid.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that is fluid, there is different levels. We as human beings are fluid. We're ever changing. The body is ever changing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything
Nat-
about us is constantly
naturally,
changing.
naturally,
Yeah, naturally
naturally.
changing, whether we want it to happen or not,
Yeah,
ever changing.
right.
So we as human beings are fluid. The one
Mm-hmm.
thing that stops us from being fluid is our mind, our ego, which is the computer. And the whole point of us coming down here in the first place was to train our computer so that our computer would actually work in fluidity.
Exactly, exactly,
But
exactly.
if we're not going to put every part of us in fluidity, then we're constantly going to be awkward.
Pretty much, yeah. Because some fact of the matter is, like for instance, there's certain things are out of sync right now. I mean, I'm sorry if you're a computer program, right?
Mhm.
You do your self checks if you have the ability to do that. You know there's something wrong when this program is not fitting with this program to make the computer work. You know what I'm saying? So how
Right.
can how can you say, well, if I change this part to something else, it will fit for this part, and then it would be in harmony. But in
Hmm.
actuality, you changed a positive to a negative, but it's still a positive though. You can't change a positive to a negative. You know what I'm saying? The negative is its own entity though. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
those two things come together as harmony when they're separate, but they come together. Okay. So how you was born a positive, but you turn yourself into a negative, but then the negative over here, you trying to sync it, but it's not going anywhere because it doesn't sync together. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
I totally get.
So that's the shit. This is the shit that's going on in this society. Everything gets not. Say you flown shit's flowing this way. I'm floated down. I'm floating up. You floating sideways. I'm taking an elevator that goes side to side, not the one that goes up and down type shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
this is why this conflict. This is why everything's out of sync. This is why everything, because I think the universe is really pissed at us because we're allowing these things to be out of sync and everything's not matching together.
Right.
So we need solutions here. We don't need anybody keep poking the bullet wound. We don't need anybody. We don't need anybody. Starting new illnesses, new cuts, new bullet holes, no anything like that. This these need to be fixed first. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be
Hmm.
patched up. The skin needs to be healed. Shit needs to be stitched. You know what I'm saying? We need that. The society needs to do that kind of work though, man. Because if
Hmm.
that's not look, if people actually played Fallout 4, Fallout 76, Fallout 3, 2, and 1, that's the vision of the future of any country that's belong anywhere that's on this earth. That's going to happen if we don't get ourselves together. And I'm not
Yeah.
talking.
So yeah, I mean, if we don't get ourselves together, everything is going well, it's gonna fall apart regardless.
Mhm.
That's the point. It's gonna fall apart regardless. But if you do get yourself together, then you can help it fall apart there as being a part of it falling apart so you actually don't fall apart. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah, it makes perfect sense.
But if you don't, then you don't fall apart with the falling part. You fall apart against the falling part.
Mhm.
And you get to feel every part that falls. Just saying.
Yo man. I don't know nothing about nothing. But little birdie told me that they all got ran down a pill named Silky.
Oh man,
Man,
oh
that's
man,
the
oh
fucking
man.
truth, dude.
I swear.
If we get censored, man, I'm fighting somebody, dude. I swear. Real.
Yeah, I want to fight
Somebody
him
getting
too, because
somebody's getting their jaw unhinged though, for real, man. I don't care if it's YouTube, no tube, or Bluetooth. Damn it, somebody's gonna get jaw unhinged. They censor this though. You know what I'm
because
saying?
I don't really think anybody else is getting this honest.
Nah,
I mean, I hear people getting honest, but
it's more of
they getting
us.
honest on the wrong thing.
Yeah, for real.
Having people still focused on the wrong thing. And
Hmm.
then you tell everybody that they're being programmed, and you proceed to continue to program them.
So basically, oh yeah, like don't say that programming. Use mine.
Right.
Wait a minute, hold
Which
up.
is why when you talk to me, I always say, do your own damn research, dog.
Exactly.
Do
Also,
it
check this out though.
yourself, dog.
What is? Hey, I got a question for you. I want to do two scenarios, right? I want you to tell me what it sounds like. Okay. Scenario one. I don't even believe anything that you say. I don't believe anything that you're looking at. Do not listen to them. Listen to me because I know what's best for you. I know what's here for you. And if you listen to me, your life will be a lot better. What does that sound like?
That so sounds like a totalitarian.
Okay. Okay. Second scenario. You can't do anything about me. You can't do anything without me. I know what's best for you. See, I have saved you from yourself because we know that you're a sinner, you're this and that, and the other. You needed me to save you because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what's best for you. I know what's best for you. Okay, I know what's best for you. Be
Yeah.
and don't talk because I know what's best for you. You just need to listen. Do not
Huh.
question me.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the narcissist.
Yeah. But guess what?
Yeah, that's the
But
narcissist
hey,
for
but guess
real.
what? Guess what I just did though. One of those scenarios is the Bible. The other one's a human being.
Yeah, I got
You
you.
see, you see how
But you
that's
know what? But you know what? One thing about it is one thing about it when it comes down to the Bible that people get hung up on is the fact that they don't understand that it's just a book. And just like any book that has ever been written, the writer and what they have written does not express exactly what their sentiments were. You actually have to look into it and know about the writer in order
mm-hmm.
to understand what the writer's sentiments really were.
Right. And then you also got to understand that each author of those so-called books, the Bible itself is a collection of different people's philosophies put together as they would think how your life should go. That's all it
Mhm.
is. That's it.
Yeah,
That's all. Just like the book I
that's the
read.
power of suggestion.
Right. That's just the Bible I read. The 360-degree philosophy, full circle, though. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
All that really is my version of a philosophy that everything should go within a floating 360 degree, which it goes in forever. Though there's no stops, there's no beginnings, there's no ends of though. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
If you put that philosophy with another philosophy, then you put like Confucius. What's going on? Oh, dang it! What you doing? Oh, okay, cool. We're there. Okay, good. All right. So, dang.
Yeah, fucked up the flow. It's all good though. You know
Uh,
why? Because the flow actually never stopped.
exactly. Exactly. The flow didn't stop. It was just pause real quick though, but we're back. We're back,
Yeah.
baby. But yeah, I mean, this is the conflict that we have. We need to fix this shit though, man. I'm serious. It's seriously kind of not. It's vexing me though. You know what I'm saying? Like, why we have this conflict in the first place? Why we are we that bored within ourselves? We have to conflict with ourselves. Are we that bored within ourselves?
We have no, it's simple as this. We have conflict because of the fact that we feel like we need other people and other things in order to create.
Mm-mm.
That's why. But yeah, because of that, there's conflict because at that point, then you have to work with someone else in order for you to create.
Mm.
But if you had an understanding that you yourself are a creator and a creation, then you would know that you're already creating, and therefore to create would only be to continue.
Mm. Exactly. And
This
then
is why we have arguments. This is why we fight. This is why we have problems because we know to some degree, even if we don't understand that we are creators, we know that we're supposed to do something.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
because of the fact that we know we're supposed to do something, we don't know exactly what it is that we are supposed to do. And so, because of that, we're always looking to the next man to see what they're doing or
Mm-hmm.
to find out how they can help you figure out what you need to do.
And that goes to that whole thing. How you gonna tell me about me, but you don't even know you about you? You need to know
Mhm.
about you. Yeah, you need to know about you before you start working on me, though. You know what
Yeah, that's
I'm
what it
saying?
is.
Real
That's what
talk.
it is. It's
Real
a
talk.
true statement because of the fact that if you do not know yourself and what you like, how can you possibly tell me what I like? Like,
Right.
I don't even
That
what?
doesn't that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, what?
That's why we got people like, well, I'm gonna tell you about yourself. No, can you tell me about yourself though?
Right.
Can you tell me who you are
Uh,
though?
if you're going to tell me a story, can you tell it from a perspective that gives me something other than your perception?
Just like
Just wonder. Just wondering.
like here's the thing. Like, anything like okay, like for instance, right? That's like any writer that writes a book or writes an article stuff like that, or those romantic stories and stuff like that. It's all about fantasy, illusion, and maybe just a tad bit of truth in it. Maybe a tad of their so-called truth in it.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so with that is it's like everything we do is the reflection of us.
Hmm.
So again, unless you know who you are, you can't tell shit about me or anybody else.
Right.
So so I come to conclude so there has to be a conclusion that anything you say, unless it's about yourself, is irrelevant.
Of course. Except in the position of the mirror, because the whole point of the
Well,
mirror is to reflect you to you, so you can teach you about you.
right. That is
Yeah.
true. That is very true. Well, with that exception though, you know what I'm saying?
But you can also find a mirror in another person.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
there's multiple. But here's the thing, there's multiple mirrors that's different sizes, but it still has the same goal, reflection. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah, that's the whole point. Yeah. But so that's why I'm just like, nah. I mean, this whole life is one big ass journey, and the fact of the matter is, if you a rider, you done did it a few times,
Mm-hmm.
and if you done did it a few times, you know damn well that you ain't gonna keep doing
Right.
it.
Exactly. Yeah,
Just
something has to.
saying, like all those who know that they done did it a few times know that nah, this may not be the last time, but I ain't gonna keep doing this
Right.
shit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, something got to give here, though. There got to be an easy way.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? There has to be an
right.
easier way. Something has to give.
Because every last one of us got here and said, "Oh, the earth is so pretty. I can't stand this fucking society."
Mm-hmm.
Every last one of us. But you got to be a writer to understand
Mm-hmm.
that.
I mean, seriously, I don't even put. I know country's the best country because every country is different, though. It's different ways of doing the same shit, though. You know what I'm saying? That's
Hmm.
all. That's all this life is. It's different ways of doing the same shit with the same results.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
all it is.
How big of a puzzle can you create for yourself to do the same thing?
Each
It's like
it's
a it's a maze creation. We all create the same maze.
but different angers, different this,
Yeah,
but it's
different
still a
each
maze
different.
though.
Still
There's a
a
start,
maze
there's a
though.
finish in this maze, but before you get to the end, you keep going on these loops
Hmm.
and loops and loops and loops and loops and
Hmm.
loops and
Yeah,
loops.
yeah, yeah. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. And this is what we're doing. And it's just like it's a no wonder that the writers were sent here at this specific time in time because the writers, if we don't play shepherd, then all the sheep go to the wolves.
Ooh, ooh. So wait a minute, I got a question then though. Speaking of wolves and sheep, I got a question then though. If you truly know the difference between a wolf and a sheep, how's a wolf in sheep's clothing though? How can a wolf go into sheep's clothing? Just two different animals.
It's two different animals, but I mean, it's. Have you seen America
Yeah.
lately?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I see a wolf in sheep's clothing
Man,
all
let
the
me tell you
goddamn
something. Let me tell you something about no, let me tell you something about the United States, man. The United States is
time.
perfumed. It's shit that smells good. That's the
It's
best way.
strawberry
Yeah,
shit.
that's the best way. It's like that pie that old girl that pie that old girl ate on the hill.
Mm-mm,
It's basically
mm-mm.
sugar shit.
Right,
She couldn't tell that she was eating shit until they
right.
told her that. Because she's like, this is so good. It's so sweet. It's shit. But it was
Mhm.
just, sugared up, with whipped
Yeah,
cream, all that
sugared
shit.
up defecation.
hmm Basically,
Yeah.
that's the United States in the whole. That's the United States right there. It's perfumed shit.
What are you doing here, dog?
I mean, there's some spots that are clean and shit like that, and I can see why people say this is the best country in the world. Especially question though, how the fuck this is the best country? They never went outside the country. How would you know? You never lived outside the damn country. That's like me telling somebody, well, here's California. California is this, that, and the other. I never been to California. I never been to the coastal West Coast. So how the fuck would I know about them damn states? I never been to near one of those states ever.
Yeah, but the point is that we spent ages upon ages sitting in front of Tell Live Vision for it to lie to us and show to us all these different places and see how horrible they are.
Mm-hmm. So it's an illusion of, well, I ain't gonna go to no other country. I'm gonna stay in the United States. It's the best country in the world. And then they talk about North Korea and shit like that. They can't leave or anything like that, dude. I don't give a fuck what kind of rules or regulations the country have. You can leave that motherfucker willingly, though. Man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. They might threaten you. They might do this and that either. But How the fuck can you allow somebody not give you something that you was born with?
Hmm.
That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense at all.
Hmm.
You gonna try to tell me what I can or cannot do. You don't have that kind of power. I don't give a fuck who you are or what kind of any illusion power that you think you have. You're not gonna tell me to do shit. I'm the person to tell you quickly to go fuck yourself, and tell you to do it and tell you how to do it too. Because the fact of the matter is, I refuse. I refuse. Somebody will tell me what I can and cannot do. Motherfucker, I was born with the freedom to me to do what I can, to do what I want to do. You cannot take that away from me. How the fuck you gonna tell me? How the fuck you gonna away any take away something to anybody that they were born with in the first place? That's their right. You know what I'm saying? If they decide they want to smoke a blunt the size of the Titanic. Let them shut the fuck up. Let them do what they want to do. You know what I'm
All
saying?
I want to know is, can I get a hit dog?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna do that though, man. Oh, as a matter of fact, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that though because man, I said we gonna get censored like a motherfucker, boy. I swear. I,
Yeah,
oh,
we
I,
even hit on politics, dude. The only thing we didn't speak about was Snowden.
no, 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 no. We're not bringing out this podcast. Fuck
No,
no,
I don't want to
nah,
talk about that shit
dude.
anyway.
I am not trying to get sniped though. Goddamn it, on the real. I am not trying to get sniped from these
No,
motherfuckers,
I don't
man.
want to talk
Like
about that
hell,
shit. No,
I am not
no.
talking about that bullshit. I'm
All I
sick of
gotta
that bullshit.
say is no and no and no again and no to the future knows because I still don't have any fucks for this
Well,
Thanksgiving.
hold up, Mousy. Hold up. I gotta be serious now, real quick. Okay, I'm gonna be serious now. When it comes to the United States government, and when they, tell us not to do certain things, I, I think they think that it's for our own good. But I got one question for you: How you going to go against my interests? And I voted for you though. I voted for you because you said you was going to serve my purposes, but you're lying. Well, what you think is a lie, what we think a lie is, you're lying to us. So I think we're a little too hard with Let's Go Brandon and all them, or his coach, his caretaker Kamala Harris. I think we're too hard for him. So I like to say this, and I'm serious, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Those two people can go fuck themselves. Ah!
Shit, push it real good.
Man, fuck yourself, dude. Fuck Joe Biden and fuck that fake ass, funky ass bitch named Kamala Harris. I said fuck him, fuck Joe, fuck all of them, man. Fuck them. Fuck those Democrats too. Goddamn it. I don't give a fuck about
Man, you better save this and put this shit on your backup drive, bro.
man for real, my nigga, for real. Goddamn it, for real. But man, fuck them, man. I don't give a fuck about damn one of the best. Motherfucker like me, I'll lie straight. I'll lie to your face. Like, I really love you, bitch. I can't stand y'all motherfuckers. Especially Jim Crow Joe, though. There's a reason why they call him that, though, because he was on that side of Jim Crow, though. So that's why his pussy ass is losing here now, bitch. But fuck him. Let's not talk about that no more. Man, can you hear me, by the way? Oh,
Mhm,
okay. I'm
mhm,
just saying, man,
mhm.
they can go fuck themselves, man, for real.
Yeah, and they can light a Roman candle on it too.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sometimes wish this government was like the one they had at the Roman Empire, or the one they had in the African country, in Ethiopia and shit. When they didn't like a motherfucker, they planned a pot, and they planned and plotted to kill them motherfuckers. They were actually successful doing that shit, right? Like when they didn't like an emperor, they killed that motherfucker, or they made sure that motherfucker had to run away and never return and shit like that. I wish we could do that to these motherfuckers now, man. Where is Fidel Castro if he was still living? Where is he for? Where is him when we need him, though, man? For real, let's just be real about this shit. I see why Fidel Castro took over Cuba. There was fucking those people over in Cuba. He was supposed to be the savior. What
mm,
actually he did save Cuba, because everybody in Cuba right to this day got a 99% literally rate, meaning that 99% of motherfuckers know how to read and write there.
mhm,
99%, the whole fucking population knows how to read and write and do all types of shit.
mhm.
And they're
He forced them to modernize.
right. And they're bad because of what? Because I'm sorry, if I live in a country, communists or not, and my country has a 99% literacy rate, meaning 99% of people can read and write, do all types of shit, then guess what? I'm going to love that country because that country is actually teaching me a lot of things that they're not teaching about your country. I'm just saying. I mean, wherever else can you go be a doctor for free? Yeah, see, they won't tell you that in Cuba though. They won't tell you that. Well, in Cuba, you could actually go to Cuba and be a doctor for free. They actually pay for everything there.
Hmm.
They won't tell you that though. They won't show you that shit though. They won't show you that. No. They only bought it. They only show the bad shit like they show the bad shit of the African countries, right? Most of those countries are not the way not the way they show though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Right.
there are a few countries few spots in those countries that do have that type of environment, but not all the countries in Africa got that environment. Like, have they seen Ghana lately? Shit, that shit is beautiful as a motherfucker. Have they seen Kenya lately? Mozambique, Sudan, Ethiopia? Have they seen those countries lately? Shit, they got shit to put. Shit, those countries got shit in their countries will put the United States to shame, though. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I'm like, dude, these changes aren't happening with or without your permission. So who gives a fuck what they think, though? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And me personally, I'll like I said, I'll lie to a cop, I'll lie to a government official though, because I don't give a damn about them, but I will lie them to their face. I don't give a damn about them. I don't give a fuck about them. They're not my relatives, and they're my family, my friends. I don't have to give a fuck about them. So that's why I say that's when lying is necessary because why are you trying to tell them the truth? They're not gonna tell you the truth. They're gonna do anything
That's
and
what I'm
everything.
saying.
Is that
You're forcing upon me your perception, but you won't let me show you my perspective.
hmm.
That's just asinine. That's a human right, dog.
Mm-hmm.
That's the right to be a human. And if you got hue, you are a man. Remember that.
Exactly. Hugh, man. Hugh, man. Hugh,
Yeah.
man. And
Yeah.
then it's like it's a trip though because you want me to tell you the so called truth, but you can lie to us and you expect me to respect you for man, fuck you.
Right. You underhanded and shady, but yet you will lock me up for not telling you the truth.
Right.
Look at, but this is this is the mess that we allowed to happen. Every
Mm-hmm.
last bit of it is mess that we allowed to happen. We're the ones who invited them, and when they came, we're the ones who let them in and welcomed them with open freaking arms. And now you mad because they're manipulating the fuck out of us out of our inheritance.
But wait a minute, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. The United States government, the very people who created the United States, the laws worked against them as well. So how the fuck can you be a lawmaker, but the laws you make goes against you as well? Boy, you just you just create your own demise though. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you pay for your own assassin. The
Right.
money, here's the thing: the money that was paid for your assassin was made in the country that your so-called president, whatever, is in front of. So basically, you pay for your own assassin by paying these motherfuckers for a job they did. Yep, that's the United States. That's every empire in its nutshell. They paid for their own deaths. They didn't even know it.
Right.
Man,
That's the truth.
man, that sucks, man. For them, that is. That sucks for them. And then as a president, right? After you finish your presidency should be over, right? Wrong. You are not allowed to drive again. You're not allowed to be by yourself again. You have no privacy whatsoever, but you're no longer the president, right? Why the fuck would you want that life? Your freedom is just gone by the very government that your ancestors created. you recreate something that's against yourself. Fucking idiots. Damn, this world is very doomed if they don't get their shit together.
Um, it's no, it's not they. It's we.
That's what I said. This country is doomed if motherfuckers not, and I include myself in that too. They don't get their shit together. I'm only one person. I can only do what I can do, though. You know what I'm saying? There's certain limitations that I have that even I can't do. You know, I'm
Yeah,
only
of course, of course, of course. But we are all supposed to be here to play our own part.
exactly.
I can't wait for us to all be in sync. That's just gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why I never liken myself to a butterfly. It's always a dragonfly.
Mm-hmm.
Simply because of the fact that I came in this world only to learn. I figured it out, and every way I went was
Mm-hmm.
something else for me to learn. And when I feel like I've got it, all I do is glide.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all I
Right.
do is glide, dog. All I do is
Exactly.
glide.
Exactly. Just glide. Glide with the air. Glide in
Yeah.
the formless of
Have you
air.
ever seen a dragonfly out of sync?
Nah. Dragonfly, a bee, uh, 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 damn, no animals I see out of
I've
sync.
no, I've seen a bee out of sync before.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a bee out of sync. I've also seen a butterfly out of sync too. Because when
Mm,
they come out of the cocoon, when they first come out of the cocoon, they're very out of sync.
hmm I mean,
But like a dragonfly, from being this tiny to barely being able to flap their wings, all they did was flap their wings consistently until they were able to use them correctly. They never stopped flapping their wings.
mm-hmm,
You get what I'm saying? A
hmm
dragonfly from this tiny, they were in sync enough with themselves that before they could fly, they first must know how to use that muscle.
damn
So they
right.
worked the hell out of that muscle so that they could get to that point. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I've seen infant dragonflies coming out flapping their shit.
Yeah, me too.
You get what I'm saying?
Hmm
So, but other animals, I see that they had to learn to do it. But how a dragonfly does it is consistent work, consistent work, never giving up, never stopping. That's courage. That's courage.
hmm
So I can understand how a fully grown dragonfly can fly around like it ain't shit.
hmm
Flying around like an eagle, like I don't give a damn. The wind's got me. And this is
Exactly.
a little ass dragonfly. It's about this big, but compared to the rest of the world, it ain't that damn big.
Right.
And it's just like I got it. And I'm freaking gliding past freaking lampposts and people and cars and other bugs and everything. And I'm still gliding smooth as
hmm
fuck. That's a dragonfly. Like
Exactly.
real dog, you got it. You got it.
hmm
You know what I'm
And
saying?
out of a dragonfly goes strength, though. You know what I'm saying? Be like the
Yeah.
be like the be like the dragonfly. Go flow and fell in the fulments of the
Mhm.
air. Go flow, go fly, go fly, go flow, go flow.
Right, right.
Woke up
It's
Dirk
like
Swifters.
every creature has something that is special.
Mm-hmm.
Every creature plays their own part. And if
Right.
you want to see, if you want to see freaking that go get it attitude, like I'm gonna go get what I want attitude, look at a
Mm-hmm.
dragonfly.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to see the progression and changes and growth into something amazing, then watch the butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like each one plays their own part. They're all special.
Right.
Even this little fruit fly that keep flying around me. They
Mm-hmm.
little, they don't take up a lot of space. And when it's just one of them, they're a lot of fun to play with. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. The squirrels, the skunks, the bigger animals, though. You know what I'm saying? Every last one of them has their part to play.
Yeah, yeah. That's
And
how it
none.
goes.
And by the way, none of those animals should have been domesticated in the first place. I don't know who the fuck's idea that is, but that was dumb as fuck.
Yeah, let them be who they are. Like, even if you do have an animal that is your friend, then let them be your friend, but they go home at night just like you do.
Boom. Yeah, we'll hang out tomorrow, but tonight you gotta get the hell out, dude. For real.
Right. Deuces. I see you. I see you. But you know, you got that life you live too. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? But respecting each other is equal opportunities.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. We done hit some bangers and some gems on this one.
Yes,
And
we
this was
did.
us just talking shit. See,
See,
this
I
is a
did seriously.
Mahazi when a Mahazi goes real spits. Damn
Mhm. And
it.
when I go, I get that full circle and the 420 that get you there. All right, but we're gonna end it right here. We're gonna end it right here because we go any longer, they'll definitely seven us for real because we're gonna talk about some shit for real.
Oh no. They already gonna censor us. Think about half of the shit we done spoke on. We done touched on some. Yeah. We done called quite a few people out.
Mm,
Quite a few people out.
yeah,
We
I
call
didn't.
that population.
Uh, and then I didn't want to. I like I said, I had to stop myself yesterday because I even felt it, yo. I felt it going so. I felt the energy though. Like, dude, I got. Ooh, shit, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I gotta stop.
Yeah, you gotta know when to pull yourself back because sometimes people can't take all of that. They can't take all of that. And it's all according to where they are in their journey,
Right.
which is why you gotta if you choose to socialize, you better know how you want to socialize.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't know how you want to socialize, socialization will eat you the hell up. It's not as easy as everybody else as they say. Because even when I talk to people who are popular, they say that shit is complicated. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, there are
you know
certain
what I'm
things.
saying?
There's
Like,
certain things I don't talk about certain people because they're not. They will not. It'll probably blow their fucking minds to hear the shit I spoke
yeah,
about. So
yeah, uh-huh.
yeah, nah. I that
I
that
get it. I get
that's
it.
that has to be a self. That has to be a self process. Process. You know.
Hmm.
Now remember when. Now remember when I said that back in my book. I said that everybody has a journey, but everybody has to walk that journey alone. Yes, you'll get help along the way, and yes, you may speak. You may walk to next to somebody, but guess what? If you look down, there's one. There's my road here. There's road right here. You gotta go. Maybe your roads sync to each other. Maybe you have to split, but they come back together. Maybe saying that there was like, hey, you have to go this way or this way or this way or this way, but yeah, y'all still stick together because that's a part of your help. But this
Hmm.
road you have to walk is definitely going to be alone. Because
Right,
sorry, I love you, but I can't die for you. I can't leave for you. You gotta,
right.
you gotta live. You gotta live and leave on your own. I miss you.
Hmm.
I'm on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm on you. I miss you. What can we do about it though?
Right.
So it is what it is, people. It is what it is. So, but until that happens, we're gonna ride this motherfucker together. Yeah.
Hell yeah, for the riders, straight up for the
Mhm.
riters.
Exactly.
Yeah, because we are the ones that's gonna we gonna really shake some shit up, and only because of the fact that the one who's really shaking shit up wants us to do it.
Exactly. All right, peoples. Well, we're going to end it right here. I'd like to thank Amaha Z Tone Dev to join me again. We definitely got to do this again. As a matter of fact, this might be a regular thing. You know what I'm saying? Get a little partnered up. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, true
by the way,
that.
please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also subscribe to my Hazy Tone Dev and also subscribe to the Traveling Vegan Canon website for articles, promos, and writing services and all that good stuff with SEO and stuff like that. Can you contact us about that? We got wonderful writers there. And also give a shout out to First Lady of the West Coast for, saying do your thing and V Castillo for doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Founded the Traveling Vegan Canada website and all that good stuff. So, my peoples, we thank you for listening to this. Oh, by the way, this will be be audio as well through Spotify, Google Radio, Apple Podcasts, and all the other platforms and all that good stuff. So
Okay.
Miss Amazi, I thank you very much for joining me again. We definitely got to do this again. Definitely true. You know what I'm saying? We just sitting here spin knowledge though. You know what I'm saying? Spin knowledge.
Yeah, most stuff, most stuff.
I just chopping it up. That's the term. Chopping it up. We're gonna chop it up again. God damn it on the real.
Right. That's what we do, right?
You're damn right. Hopefully this ain't censored, but if it is, I'm gonna say the video anyway though. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely saving it. I'm saving it in my
Yeah, yeah,
iCloud, and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saving it
Most
on my
stuff, most stuff.
saving on my USB uh my USB too though. You know what I'm saying? My little saving thing, but it's gonna be saved regardless.
Right, right, right. Most stuff.
All right, peoples. I
All
thank
right,
you.
then.
I'll see you later.
Peace.